So we arrive at the next morphing of political power and cultural creativity, the Song Dynasty. So the textbook gives you a condensed set of facts and themes here. And I know the history is complex, a lot to digest. That's why I'm having you add this valuable webpage, China in 1000 CE, to your reading repertoire. It makes clear two very important points that you want to make sure to understand. One is the fact that we have the Northern Song and the Southern Song. So when we talk about the Song Dynasty, it begins with this larger expanse of Orange territory, but loses the northernmost regions to Manchurian invaders. So this cute little video feature gives you the ability to hit play so that you can visualize the Northern Song Dynasty as a totality and then the shrunken Southern Song Dynasty. And it gives you the color coding to show their relationship to each other. It also helps to highlight the very important point that the Song Dynasty was a period of tremendous economic and technological growth. So they call the Song Dynasty in their headline, the most advanced society in the world. True enough. And if it was, that had to do with its combination, right here, a combination of commercialization, urbanization, and industrialization. So this is very interesting because these three factors are the factors that we usually refer to as producing modernization. Modernity, the modern world, is a world where we have thoroughgoing commercialization, widespread urbanization, and an economic system based on industrialization. And one of the things they do is to actually compare China in this time period, 1000 to 1300, to Europe. And it's a great idea to introduce Marco Polo, who traveled to China from Venice, which was a thriving economy, a mercantile center, a place of tremendous commercialization itself, but he was quite in awe of what he saw. So I like my little goofy, inadvertent, impromptu rhyme that I just gave you. He was quite in awe of what he saw. It sounds like a nursery rhyme. So to compare, Marco Polo coming from Italy was in a place where certain pockets of Italy were also experiencing a mini industrial revolution. This is a wonderful painting from Siena, and it depicts the hustle and bustle of commercial life in the city center. That's very interesting to compare to this marvelous scroll that I'm going to have you look at closely. And what's great is this website allows you to move in, which also depicts the hustle and bustle of commercial life in the city center. It's taking a little bit to resolve because it's obviously a very dense system of pixelation where you see people on the bridge, and you'll get a chance to explore the details with this lovely little system of pins that allow you to learn about society at the time. So the technological innovations and the knowledge expansion that goes with them are extraordinary. One is movable type printing. That does not emerge in the West until the 1400s. So hundreds of years later, movable type is a system where it's a modular system where you create units for letters that you can move around so you can mass produce written material, books. Now you have mass produced books and encyclopedias. That allows for the growth and dissemination of knowledge because you no longer have to write every book by hand. So if you Google movable type printing ancient China, you'll get a wonderful array of images that demonstrate the process, give you a sense of how it is a modular production system, just like you saw in the ancient Zhou and Qin dynasty, just like the terracotta soldiers for the Qin emperor. You will see some very early examples, some more modern examples. You can find even some scholarly university explanations of the details, and you'll find a belated recognition among those in the West who haven't studied enough Asian culture. So Gutenberg didn't actually invent printmaking. No. Certainly paper money is also hugely important. Who likes to go around carrying all their money as coins in their pocket, right? But also consequential, jokes aside, are gunpowder and the compass. From our perspective as students of art history, the really significant development is painting. We've been watching painting. I keep telling you, oh, it's really important. It's so important. And then I can't show you anything but scraps, right? Or copies. Yet here we have a moment when painting becomes the grand form of art associated with so much prestige that the Song Emperor Huizong is doing it. And enough survives that we can actually come to understand how much it was invested with philosophical ideas about the self, about nature, about harmony, what it means to live at peace in harmony with the life force. So our task will be to look really closely and carefully at a handful of great artworks that are monuments of the art form of painting, of the Chinese approach to painting, and of this moment in painting, such as Fan Kuan's Travelers Among Mountains and Streams, as well as Zhu Daoning's hand scroll, Fishing in a Mountain Stream. And I'm showing it to you in small fragments, in bits, so that you sense the unfolding of the landscape over time, so that you sense how there's almost a cinematic quality in these kind of grand, ambitious landscape paintings. So it's very important that you read carefully the section on philosophy, Neo-Confucianism, so you understand how these landscape paintings aren't just about mountains and rivers. They're actually about Li and Qi, and they're about what it is to experience a richer, all-embracing sense of the universe. And it is also important that you read very carefully, slowly and attentively, the discussions of paintings like Fan Kuan's. You'll notice that for the first time, the textbook authors are giving multiple paragraphs to go step by step, looking at multiple elements of the painting, because these are paintings that are masterworks that will reverberate through Chinese history as exemplars. And so you will need to be learning how to look at them and how to appreciate them in the ways that their original viewers did, and how to differentiate the different styles of different masters.